New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva. Sports Talk, Coaches Show, brought to you by First National Bank, Waseca, Ellendale, and Hope. Dan Stork, football coach for the Panthers, headed to Waterville, Elysian, Morristown yesterday. The great rivalry, certainly between the teams in many sports. The Buccaneers got the win last night, 13-7 over the Panthers. And Dan, some initial thoughts or comments about the ballgame?
It's a heartbreaker. You know, we had those guys on the ropes, and statistically, things didn't go real well for us. But I thought our kids played a decent game, and we could have came away with a win, but came up a little short.
Some mistakes, I guess, turnovers were tough for you guys?
Yeah, that's the old adage in football. Whoever turns the ball over more is most likely going to lose, and that's what happened last night. We had 4 turnovers, and we gave them a short field, after a muff punt, and they had a 10-yard scoring drive, and they had a nice scoring drive in the fourth quarter that put them up 13-7, and that was it. We just didn't do a real good job taking care of the ball last night. We were penalized 9 times for 90 yards, and a lot different story than last week where we had 1 penalty for 5 yards and no turnovers. Bad things happen when you put the ball on the ground.
What when you did hang on to the ball, were you driving? Did you get what seemed to be good scoring chances developing?
Yeah, we had decent field position a couple of times. Trey Hoppy had a big interception for us that set up a short field for us. That we took over at about the Waterville 30-yard line right around there. And we got down, knocked on the door, and backed up with a couple penalties. So it was a very difficult night for us that way too. There was on one play last night, Roy, there were 6 flags on the field, 6 different penalties. It's like, holy cow! We just never really got into them, and that really disrupted things. But
well, I hope it's not true animosity between the teams, but just a heated rivalry, a good, healthy, heated rivalry. I hope.
Yeah, it was. It was just a sloppy game more than anything, but it was a good battle. We always, us in Waterville, we always go toe to toe. It seems, regardless of what kind of season either one's having. But it was a big game for us this year. Both of us 2-0 going in. Waterville's kind of in the driver's seat down in our district, and also in the Section 2 playoffs. But hopefully we get another shot at it.
The defense, with the idea that you were turning the ball over and giving up some short fields here and there, the Panther defense must have done some things pretty well to prevent any more from scoring.
Yeah, the defensively played very well. They held them to 152 yards of offense.
Wow.
And, Walters and Baran, their 2 stud backs up there, we held them both under 50 yards rushing. And, did some very good things up there. Up front, once again, our defensive line played extremely well. Carter Sletton, Trey Hoppy, and Barry Peterson played very well at linebacker, and our secondary was making some plays. And I think they, 150 yards of offense. They had, I believe, 80 yards passing and about 70 yards rushing was all. So we didn't ask much more out of our defense. We struggled to get the ball going offensively, and when we did get drives moving, they were killed with penalties or turnovers.
What's the injury update for the Panthers here 3 weeks in?
John Weller banged up his knee last night, our center and defensive end, and it swelled up on him a little bit. I don't think it's anything too serious. They had trainers there last night check him out. Everything seemed pretty tight, but we'll get him checked out here, and hopefully he'll be okay.
Gibbon, Fairfax, Winthrop comes up on the schedule next week in New Richland. What's an early preview and scouting report on them?
GFW is having a rough year right now. They're 0-3.
Okay.
Defensively, they've been giving up a lot of points, and but their offense, they spread you out and do a lot of different things well there offensively. They'll definitely put pressure on our defense, but we just got to put some points on the board, and our defense has been playing outstanding, so hopefully we can get back in the win column.
Last night, 13-7, Waterville, Elysian, Morristown with the win over the Panthers. Dan Stork, NRHEG football coach. Good luck getting them fired up for another one next week. Week 4 of the season is coming up. Good luck, Dan.
Thank you, Roy.
All right, Dan Stork, NRHEG football on the Coaches Show, KRFO.